You'd think by now, with satellites, deep learning, and everyone glued to their cameras, we'd have answers to everything. Turns out reality's still glitchy. Here are the top 10 modern-day mysteries no one can quite explain. Let's open up the files. Let's talk about UVB76, also known by its charming nickname, the buzzer. This looping, low-frequency shortwave radio signal has been broadcasting since the 70s, but it wasn't until the 2000s that it started to truly feel off. The signal hums for 24/7. Sometimes a voice interrupts with coded numbers or Russian phrases. No official government has publicly claimed it. And despite heavy investigation by cryptographers, ham radio nerds, and internet sleuths, we still don't know its purpose. Some think it's part of Russian military dead man switch protocols. Others think it's just a decoy for something deeper. It's moved locations multiple times, and we know it's real, traceable, and active today. UVB76 is like something from analog limbo, refusing to shut up but never really speaking. Yes, we've used the Malaysia Airlines tragedy as a topic before, but let's zoom in on one very specific slice, the autopilot riddle from MH370. Here's what we know. Radar showed the plane made a sharp, completely human program turn off course. Then, nothing. Data later retrieved from satellite handshakes suggests the plane may have flown for hours on autopilot in a perfectly linear arc until it ran out of fuel. But here's the weird part. That arc doesn't match any standard autopilot program. It's as if someone rewrote the code in midair. But no hacker has stepped up. No AI malfunction was reported. And no one can prove a human was even alive when the changes occurred. For folks who trust autopilot more than a human co-pilot, MH370 offers a terrifying technical ghost story. High on Mount Everest, climbers regularly pass a frozen corpse in green boots. That's not the mystery. The man's identity was eventually guessed. What's puzzling is what happened in 2004. An experienced climber reported seeing the green boots body move, not metaphorically. He swears the boots were in an entirely new area, facing a different way. Weather didn't explain it. Other climbers later confirmed the sighting, before the body mysteriously returned to its original location, days after storm conditions cleared. No recovery crew acknowledged moving it, and yet boot prints led nowhere. It's possible someone played a trick, but try explaining that at 28,000 feet, in negative 30 degrees. Something about that oddly placed corpse feels aware. In 2009, people in Norway looked up and saw a perfect, spinning spiral light bloom across the sky, lasting almost 10 minutes. The video exists, and it's uncanny. A bright blue beam spiraled outward, like a portal or animated loading graphic. Authorities eventually claimed it was a failed military missile test. Classic. The only problem? Experts in ballistics and rocket propulsion said the light didn't match any known rocket disintegration. It was symmetrical and eerily stable. Since then, no one's recreated it. And official images show the test they blamed it on didn't even line up geographically. Whether it was a massive projection, an experiment, or something truly out there, it's a firm reminder that not all lights in the sky are explainable. Beneath miles of Antarctic ice lies Lake Vostok, a subglacial body sealed off from the surface for possibly 15 million years. When Russian scientists drilled down and collected samples in the early 2000s, they reported strange, unidentifiable microorganisms that didn't fit any evolutionary trees. Then, communications from the project stopped for years. The official word? Seasonal shutdown. But insiders later claimed they were told to abandon the dig for safety reasons. Rumours say the deeper they went, the more magnetic anomalies their instruments picked up. Similar to readings found in Iraq near ancient Sumerian temples. Did they disturb something sealed for a reason? Or just hit antifreeze hallucinations? Either way, the door slammed shut, and Lake Vostok went quiet again. In 2006, a satellite over Kazakhstan picked up what looked like a well-structured modern settlement, with roadways, power lines, even signs of movement. But when ground teams were sent, nothing there. No foundations, debris, or geological disruptions. One moment, satellite imagery showed a bustling mini-city. The next pass, just grasslands. Satellites don't glitch that way. And thermal scans at the time aligned with high energy consumption. Some theorists say it was a cloaked military test. Others wonder if it was an environmental mirage amplified by tech. Whatever it was, it appeared documented once, and then it disappeared without a trace. A city blinked into shadow. Found in 2011 at the bottom of the Baltic Sea, this oddly circular structure has become known as the Baltic Sea anomaly. Roughly 200 feet in diameter and resembling a crashed UFO or lost temple, it displays strange properties. Electronic equipment reportedly malfunctions nearby, and divers have compared the texture to concrete and metal. Ocean experts remain divided. Most write it off as glacial deposit, but even that doesn't explain some of its seemingly machined lines and angles, or how sonar reveals a stair-like formation descending into the seafloor. If it's natural, nature's flexing. If it's not, it might be something ancient that fell or watched. In 2013, a low-frequency signal was recorded over Joliet, Illinois. It was just 5 tones, repeating like a doorbell across AM bands. Then it started appearing embedded in music videos and podcast intros uploaded from the area, always subtly in the background. The FCC ran checks. Nothing registered, and when Reddit tried to organise a decoding effort, the thread was suddenly swarmed by spam and bots, like someone or something was trying to drown it out. The tones stopped in late 2015, immediately after a small, now closed cybersecurity firm was raided by unknown officials. To this day, no one has publicly explained what the 5-tone Joliet frequency was broadcasting, or what it disrupted. The Hessdalen Valley in Norway has long been famous for its weird lights, so much so that scientists installed constant cameras and sensors in the early 2000s. What's wild is that in 2008, researchers noticed a pattern in time-stamped light pulses. Someone ran the light data through code deciphering software and got a sequence resembling binary. When translated, it formed image data. Crude, yes, but resembling anatomical diagrams. It's never happened again. The university shut the project down shortly after, and the official reports removed all references to those files. Hessdalen's lights used to be considered natural, but maybe, just maybe, someone, something, is blinking out messages. Maylin was a true crime blogger based in Vancouver. She had a modest following until 2017, when she claimed she uncovered proof of a false death certificate tied to a local tech CEO. Her last blog post detailed a pattern of vanishing employees and off-the-books financial records. 2 days later, she vanished mid-live stream. The footage is still online. Static cuts out the feed, and when it returns, she's gone. Everyone assumed foul play, but digital evidence, emails, messages also began disappearing, as if she were being scrubbed. Her family reported the case, but no public charges were brought. To this day, May's name doesn't come up in Canadian missing person databases. It's like she unplugged reality and fell through. If you're still here, congratulations, you're officially one of us. One of the curious, one of the people who knows there's always more under the surface. Make sure you hit subscribe and turn on notifications. We drop a new mystery every weeknight. And hey, whatever's going on in your part of the world right now, breathe deep. You're not alone. That was your dose of the unknown. See you in the next file. Subscribe for more of the unknown.